Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff today. I'm reviewing the song Goodbye, Mr. A by the Hoosiers. As usual, the song comes to you as a request from one of my viewers. So if you would like to get your song reviewed, just do what they did. Leave it in the comments, and I'll be sure to add it to my list. Although I always like to warn people, my list is super, super long, so no guarantees you'll see it anytime soon. But, I mean, at least it makes the list, am I right? So, anyway, I don't think I've ever heard anything from the Hoosiers, so I'm going in kind of blind, just looking at this album artwork. I'm guessing maybe it's like some indie rock or something like that, but I truly have no idea until we listen, and I say we do just that. So, again, this is Goodbye, Mr. A, the Hoosiers. I did grab the official video just because as I was looking it up on YouTube, it looked kind of fun. There was like the thumbnail had like three little superheroes in it or whatever. Let's watch it. Let's check it out. Hopefully, it doesn't get blocked. So, anyway, here we go.
There's a hole in your logic. You who know all the answers. You claim science ain't magic and expect me to buy it. Goodbye, mystery. You promised you would love us, but you knew too much. Goodbye, mystery. You had all the answers, but no human touch. If life is subtraction, your number is all. Your love is a fraction, it's not so busy showing me where I'm wrong. You forgot to switch your feelings on. So superior. Are you not? You love a little bit, but you forgot. Goodbye, Mr. Ace. You promised you would love us, but you knew too much. Goodbye, Mr. Ace. You had all the answers, but no human touch. If life is subtraction, your number is all. Your love is a fraction, it's not adding Goodbye, Mr. Goodbye, Mr. Goodbye, Mr. The world was full of wonder till you opened my eyes. Goodbye, Mr. Wish you hadn't blown my mind and killed that surprise. Goodbye, Mr. You promised you would love us, but you knew too much. Goodbye, Mr. You had all the answers, but no human touch. Your life is subtraction, your number is all. Your love is a fraction, it's not
Houston calling London. We've got an unidentified
That was fun. I liked that. I had a good time listening to that. Although I will say, I don't know if it counts as like interpolation or just paying homage, but I got a lot of notes of like what is it, Mr. Blue Sky, I think, from that one, including the same like sort of positive feeling that song gives me. This one also gave me. So um, got a lot of thoughts about this song, which is interesting because it is, I think, on the surface, just a very kind of silly and fun song. Uh, but I think if I'm reading the lyrics correctly, I think I can kind of get behind the message. So anyway, let's break it down piece by piece like we always do, of course, starting with those lyrics. I do want to see here if Genius has any sort of here we go. Information about this one. Goodbye, Mr. A is the second single from the Hoosiers' debut album, The Trick to Life. It has been noted for its similarities to Mr. Blue Sky. Cool. I'm not the only one. Of course, I'm not, right? By the Electric Light Orchestra. In I Like Music, the band's vocalist Erwin Sparks said this song is about the man who knew everything, but he goes mad with his own power because he corrects everyone, but nobody wants to know their faults because then the world becomes a very complicated place and less happy. So it's that thing of how everyone knows someone who knows too much. That makes a lot of sense. That's kind of similar to my interpretation when I was listening to it just now, and speaking of lyrics now, um, I was like, to me, it's about again, yeah, like people who try to maybe live their life too logically, who don't leave any room for like human emotion and feelings and things like that, to the point where there's no more mystery to life. I felt like Mr. A was sort of a I forget what the word is, but where you say it kind of fast and it sounds like sort of mystery, right? Um, so like saying like goodbye mystery. There's no mystery left to life because you're just living everything uh, logically and without like passion and emotion and feeling, right? So that's kind of how I read it. And again, whatever Genius said here is a little bit different, but I'd say that the two interpretations are somewhat similar. So anyway, let's break it down piece by piece. Let's read those lyrics. Goodbye, Mr. A. There's a hole in your logic, you who know all the answers. Oh, oh, oh. You claim science ain't magic and expect me to buy it. Goodbye, Mr. A. You promised you would love us, but you knew too much. Goodbye, Mr. A. You had all the answers, but no human touch. And again, that's why I'm feeling it's sort of again like that living life too logically without again taking into account just emotions and personal perspectives, that kind of thing. Because he says quite a few times, right? Like you lack the human touch. It's all logic with you, essentially. If life is subtraction, your number is up. Your love is a fraction. It's not adding up. So busy showing me where I'm wrong, you forgot to switch your feelings on. And so again, like approaching things from a logical standpoint, it's like because you're so focused on being right, as he said, like and showing me where I'm wrong, you forgot that we're people and that we have emotions, we have feelings, and that we have to treat each other like human beings, that kind of thing. So um, so superior are you not? You love a little bit, but you forgot. Goodbye, Mr. A. You promised you would love us, but you knew too much. You knew too much. Goodbye, Mr. A. You had all the answers, but no human touch, no human touch. If life is subtraction, your number is up. Your love is a fraction. It's not adding up. Goodbye, Mr. A. The world was full of wonder till you opened my eyes. Goodbye, Mr. A. And again, this is why I said, like, I'm sure Mr. A is supposed to again kind of sound like mystery. So it can also be about sort of coming of age, right? Being young, thinking the world is like your oyster and that there are just so many things that you can do and change in the world. And some of that is true, but like, the harsh reality of adulthood kind of hits you and a lot of that wonder and mystery leaves. And so again, like goodbye mystery, goodbye to that wonder that I once had when I was younger. That's kind of how I've been reading it throughout. So wish you hadn't blown my mind and killed the surprise. Goodbye, Mr. A. You promised you would love us, but you knew too much. Goodbye, Mr. A. You had all the answers, but no human touch. Ooh, if life is subtraction, your number is up. Your love is a fraction. It's not adding up. I liked it lyrically. Again, it seems very simple on its face, but as I've mentioned now, you can really read it a few different ways, right? The sort of coming of age, losing that idea of again the mystery and the wonder of the world. Again, people who maybe think too logically, who can't ever take into consideration human emotion and human feeling. Um, And then the third interpretation is, as they wrote here on Genius, about just people who know too much about you, right? And to the point where it's like there's nothing left up to the imagination. So anyway, a lot of great ways to interpret it here. Again, very simple on its face, but a lot of different ways you can read it, which I always seem to be a fan of. So anyway, I'm going to give it two big thumbs up. Lyrically, I really enjoyed it. As far as the instrumentation and vocals go, again, very similar to Mr. Blue Sky, but I like that because Mr. Blue Sky is one of those songs where it's used in so many TV shows and so many movies to just show that like a character is having a good day, right? Because it's just one of those that just sounds catchy and poppy and fresh and makes you just again want to have a good day. This one kind of gives me the same feeling because of that similarity in the instrumentation. Um, but regardless, it was very fun instrumentally, vocally. I thought it was really well sung. And just really well paced. I had a great time listening to it. So yeah, I think this one works for me. I give it two thumbs up instrumentally and vocally. And lastly, as far as replay value goes, I think this one definitely makes the playlist. I don't know if I listen to it all the time, just because well, one, I'm kind of on a metal kick right now thanks to King Gizzard, but um, other than that, like I think maybe with the similarities being a little bit too close, um, on top of just the fact that I honestly don't listen to that kind of music very often, I'll say it makes the playlist. There's definitely some room to listen to it. I just don't know if I listen to it all the time, so I'm gonna give it a thumb up there. Overall, fantastic song. Really enjoyed this one. Excuse me. Thank you so much for the request. As always, if you enjoyed the music, go support the artists. Go listen to the music wherever you can. And if you enjoy what you saw here today, consider supporting the channel by liking and subscribing, commenting with your request. That's how we got this song. And then, of course, you can always check the description to find me on Twitch, TikTok, or Instagram. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.